Thank you, Casey. Hello, everybody. I'm Jamie Watson, and welcome to the Better Kitchen. Or should I say the Better Viking Kitchen, whichever. Today, one of my all-time favorite wintertime meals. I know I'm probably going to get emails about this because a lot of people are like, you could eat this year-round. I'm making a play on a gumbo. And the reason I say I'm making a play on a gumbo because actually what I'm making is a little bit closer to its French roots, more like a bisque. It's a soup, which in essence is what a gumbo is. It's a soup with the introduction of a liaison. The liaison, of course, being a thickening or a binding agent, in this case the roux. So, before you guys join me, I sauteed off some andouille sausage, which I have right here. And then in that fat, I've sauteed off a little bit of chicken, browning off a little chicken, which I'm going to take out now. Now this is where I kind of go off the, what shall we say, the traditional Cajun approach. Rather than jumping right in and making my roux right now, you see me taking that out. I tilt the pan up, but I don't really want to burn myself. One of the reasons I've lasted as long as I have, yeah? Alright, so, into this pan. Now, I've taken it out. I'll tilt it up a little bit. I don't know if you want to see down in there or not. These drippings, little bits of brown, yummy bits floating around on the bottom. Into that goes what the Cajuns like to call the Trinity. A little bit of onion, a little bit of bell pepper. In this case, I'm using orange, mainly because I like the flavor. Orange, red, green, whatever. They all start off green, actually. I kind of did that backwards. Green goes to yellow, goes to orange, goes to red. They get a little sweeter as they kind of move up that color chain. A little bit of celery. A little bit of seasoning. And in keeping with our Louisiana brethren, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Now I'm going to saute that off for just the briefest of seconds. Classically, in a Cajun recipe, you would have done the roux and then introduced the vegetables to the roux to slow the roux down. However, like I said, I'm not doing it classically. In goes flour, and proportions are on the, you can get the recipe on the website, www.wsmv.com. Click on Better, click on Recipes, voila. And what I'm going to do is take this to a dark brown stage. It's interesting, the commonalities. I mean, most people know, at least in this part of the country, most people know the Cajuns, the Creole, originally came from France, settled in Nova Scotia or up in that area up there anyway, eventually made their way down to Louisiana. This soup is a play, like I said, on a classic bisque, which is a French soup that is thickened with the introduction of the liaison. The liaison, in our case, again, just to reiterate, is a roux, equal parts fat and flour. But in a classic, like if you're making a lobster bisque, you want to make a chicken bisque, you could use egg yolks, you could use heavy cream, you can basically introduce a variety of things. Cornstarch, although not one of my favorites. So, sort of to a peanut butter stage, as you can see, possibly down in there. Our vegetables are getting soft. Now, in goes about 4 cups of hearty, rich, homemade chicken stock. Right down in there with that. And immediately, into the pot goes the sausage and the chicken and any juices that have accumulated on the plate. Set that to the side. And now, the one thing I didn't add that you may have noticed was garlic. Because I like to add the garlic a little bit later. Brings out the sweetness. Bring that to a boil. Let it cook for about 45 minutes. And I'm going to show you what you end up with. My favorite part. You guys may have noticed that Lisa isn't here with me. I don't know what she's doing, but she's missing out. A little bit of basic rice. And right here is what it looks like at the very end. This is one I made a little earlier for you to join me. Now, if you want, at this point, you could add a little filet powder. You could put a little parsley in there. You could get as creative as you want. Me, I'm kind of a Puritan, and this is how I like to eat it. Now my favorite part. Alright, I'm going to enjoy it. Back to you, Casey. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.